It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. And tonight we've got the Memphis Grizzlies playing against the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got... Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. The front court full of star power with Ingram and Zion. Primetime is out there with Hawkins, and it's Bass in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Memphis, Oubre out there with Morant. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then there's Jaren Jackson. And it's Roddy in at the 3 slot. By this time of the season, I think it's fair, Greg, to say we know the identity of these teams. How much are you worried about record at this point if you're a player?
And, Kevin, I wouldn't worry about record as much as I do camaraderie and execution. I also look at the schedule up to this point. How has the team fared against tough competition?
Morant outside. 4 on the shot clock. Over Hawkins. And it's Morant missing. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies winning their last game against the Suns. Here's primetime. A three-pointer is right on target.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Here's Morant. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. No good from Clark. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Ingram passes to primetime. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Not just forcing mistakes, but converting them into buckets on the other end. Great controlled aggression from their D in that game.
Williamson, the pass to primetime. And a miss there on the triple. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Greg, for a franchise like Memphis, is there a specific way they have to build?
Through the draft. I mean, they aren't going to get the huge A-list free agents, so you have to hit on your picks. You also have to keep your guys happy. Sign them to smart extensions.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Up top, Morant. He's covered by Hawkins. And the call will be against primetime. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Morant. He had 28 points in the win against Phoenix.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Williamson against Jackson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Well, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Roddy. Shoots over Ingram. Roddy no good.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Oubre outside. Can they get it? Not this time. His first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Here's primetime, coming off a solid outing against Miami.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And he nails the third. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing here by 8.
Yet another miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
And again, New Orleans has no luck. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Heat in Miami.
It's truly hard to exaggerate just how explosive Ja Morant is on the floor.
No, well, because there is no exaggeration, Greg. It's just whatever you say and you see. It is impressive, and he is elite.
This is his first free throw of the game.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
Here's Hawkins. It's rebounded by Memphis. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NBA, so you're surprised whenever you see a lopsided score.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. You look at primetime, leading the league in points per game, such a great player. And, of course, Ja Morant, several spots down, another guy that's having a great scoring season.
These two guys are really enjoying themselves right now. It's been a scoring spree for both.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Here's Holiday. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Hill, he's checked in for New Orleans. McCollum comes in for Hawkins. Memphis moving it around. DeRozan dishes to Holiday. 5 on the clock. Baseline try. And there's the pass to Parks. Up top, Morant. To the paint. Here's Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Muscly through contact. Holiday has the strength and body control to do it.
The Grizzlies shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
McCollum passes to primetime. The three-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 4. And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, wow. Okay, Ja turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. McCollum passes to primetime. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum. And it's 13 points for primetime. For Memphis, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And he lays it straight in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the wing right side. Here's primetime, guarded by Holiday. He gets it in there.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And the call will be against primetime. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Picking up that second foul early is tough. He'll have to be careful, and we'll see how much coach trusts him to not get that third.
Herbert Jones, he's checked in for primetime. Morant finds Holiday. Now, here's DeRozan. Morant outside. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. 1:10 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Shackle. On the wing, Jones. Here's Peterson. It's McCollum on the wing. They swipe it. Here's DeRozan. Peterson grabs the miss.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
36 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's McCollum. Tries again, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Chris Boucher's checked in for Morant. Peyton, he's checked in for the Pelicans.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Hill. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Grizzlies. 6-point game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Out to DeRozan. On the wing, Holiday. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. "11 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Knock it down, baby.
Peyton outside. Over Holiday. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. New Orleans on top, leading by 8. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
We've got Kelly Oubre. Clark is out there with Jackson. Then it's Holiday. And it's Roddy in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Jay, we know almost all players will talk and plead their case to the refs. How much wiggle room do you think players are allowed?
Well, I think every player is different. Look, if you are a captain of the team, it doesn't have to be a veteran. You don't have to be an all-star. But every ref has a limit. That's the beautiful thing about this league. The referees are humans, too. You got to get to know them. You got to understand them and realize who you can talk to about what.
And Holiday kicks to Clark. Lobbed up there for Clark. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
This is why so many were high on Clark there. Love seeing him be aggressive.
Now here's Ingram. Defense right on him. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Hawkins against Holiday. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Clark slams it in.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Ingram. Again, the Pelicans score.
And you see the polish from Ingram as a scorer from every level. His versatility is a boon for this offense.
Pass to Roddy. Clark right side. Oubre on the wing. Feeds it to Jackson. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And you got to love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
They took the air out of the crowd again and again with big shots. They never let the fans become a factor.
Oubre against Bass. Tries from 10. That's in, and the Pelican lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Oubre.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Jaren Jackson Jr. is a prolific shot blocker, but blocks aren't his goal. He said, I'm playing the game to not foul, but make it as hard as I can. And if I block it, then cool. Avoiding those whistles is key. John Morant says of Jackson, his defensive presence is big time for us. We're a totally different team with him out there on the floor. Kevin?
They are indeed. Hey, DA, thank you.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. Primetime's checked in for New Orleans. McCollum comes in for Hawkins. Here's Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss. Pelicans leading by 11. Passes it to Primetime. This one for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Clark's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Oubre, good. Oubre's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Boy, Richard, coach has got to love having a flex guy like Brandon Clark around.
A classic high-utility player. Stick him in the game, and you're getting points, rebounds, and you're going to get good defense. He gives you a little bit of everything you need. Nice work there to get a body, seal off his man, and collect the glass. That is textbook.
Primetime's shot is good.
And every year, Williamson seems to take another leap as a distributor. Great pass on that one.
Outside Jackson. He dishes it to Morant. Over McCollum. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. They lead by 11. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Roddy, and he banks in the layup. McCollum with the ball. No scoring in this one. 1:56 left in the first half. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And McCollum with the block. There's the pass to Primetime. Inside, Bass goes up and lays it nice and easy. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. .121 left in the first half of the game. Here's DeRozan. And Jones pulls it down. Pelicans leading by 11. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
There's a minute left in the first half of basketball. Here's Cherokee Parks, defended by Jones. Misses the 3.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
DeRozan surveying the D. Pass to Boucher. Here's Cherokee Parks, defended by Jones. Clock is at 3. DeRozan for 3. Drills the three-pointer. DeRozan's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
A rare 3 for DeMar DeRozan. He's a different type of wing. He would much rather step in and knock down the mid-range, too.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Morant. 7 seconds left in the first half. There's the 3. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater.
How about that? Just a perfect finish to the half as they tack on another 3 to their lead.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from primetime.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's 5. Ingram at the 3 with Williamson playing the 4. Hawkins is out there at the prime time, and it's Bass in at the 5 down low. Oubre, good.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, prime time in the last game against the Heat was outstanding. He finished with 47 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. Now, Morant. 9 points in the game so far. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Jackson. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Oubre with the steal. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. Good D by Williamson. Pelicans leading by 11. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Ingram. True on the 14-footer.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Morant against Hawkins. Pass to Clark. Jackson down low. Can't cash in from close range.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but, the defense was waiting on him that time.
It's hard to quantify how impactful Jaren Jackson Jr. is on D. He does so much.
Yeah, the rim protection is elite. That's why he was Defensive Player of the Year, Greg. But he can also switch out on screens and not look lost. The sky is the limit for him defensively.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Grizzlies making a switch here. Holiday's checked in, and the Pelicans making a change here as well. Peyton, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. Ingram passes to Primetime. Trains it from beyond the arc. Primetime's got 25 points in the game.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
Here's Holiday. Out to Morant. It's rebounded by Bass. Bass has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Gotta be careful when Jackson is lurking, more than just capable of sending it back.
Here's Roddy. The shot misses. Good D by Peyton. Pelicans leading by 15. Ingram passes to Primetime. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 3 assists now in this one.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Outside Holiday. The second chance effort, and the layup by Jackson.
Oh, this is what you love seeing. Jackson Jr. using that size advantage on the offensive glass.
Here's Primetime. He's got 27. Passes it to Bass. Morant with the steal. The pass to Roddy. Dishes to Jackson. Second chance shot. The kick out to Holiday. Releases from the wing and drills it. Holiday's got 5 now.
And you have to be right up on Holiday. When you're not, he's ready to take those quick shots.
Ingram passes to Primetime. Back to Ingram. Over Jackson. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. Well, players certainly have become comfortable, Richard, asking for trades. Has it become too commonplace?
It doesn't happen.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
Parks is out there at the Rosen. Then there's John Morant. Then it's Holiday. And it's Pokuševski in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. McCollum outside, 13 feet away. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Phenomenal at realizing when to shoot from that mid-range. And McCollum becoming a master at that mid-range.
McCollum against Morant. Outside Holiday. Lots of room. Jump shot is good that time.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Payton passes to Primetime. And they recover it. Here's Hill, and it's Hill with the jam.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Kept alive. Pokuševski with the bucket.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
McCollum passes to Warren. Payton kicks to Warren. Pass to Primetime. New Orleans moving the ball around. The three ball. Offensive rebound. Payton in the corner to the inside. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And Memphis making a change here. Boucher is checked in, and New Orleans also making a change. Williamson's checked in. Primetime, the pass to Payton. Basket counts. Payton's got 5 points now this quarter. And so here's Memphis. Morant outside. We've seen players criticized for skipping their media obligations after tough losses, Greg. How egregious is that in your opinion?
Well, they say the true test of character is how you respond to when things aren't going your way. So for me, it's important to be accountable in those tough moments.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Pokuševski. And Oubre subbed in for Parks.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Primetime.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Down low, Primetime. Oubre pulls it in. Memphis with the ball. 13 feet away. He squares up and sinks it.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
McCollum passes to Primetime. Lets the three fly. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hill, and another shot, and the layup is good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Here's DeRozan. That one, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.